that I had been in business school and dropped out, start the first company, and going through a lot of this is like, oh my God, there's none of this that could be taught. They could teach you how to read a balance sheet. They can't teach you what to do when you are going to miss payroll. When your employees are looking at you on payday, oh my God. So having gone through those kinds of battles and eventually survived and got into things that became very successful, I guess it proved to be priceless.
Yeah, the word my wife and I use all the time. I repeat it all the time. We don't wish what we went through on others, but we are so thankful we went through it because of who we are and what we learned. But boy, it was definitely painful. Well, at some point, you mentioned the mentor earlier that kind of exposed you to the interim, C-level type world. And now you've got InterimExecs, this company. So obviously that's been going for some time now. I can't remember the exact history of it, but talk a little bit about the formation of that. Explain to people what it is. Some people do not understand the fractional or the interim, C-level or the placement type practice there, the matchmaker that you talked about there earlier. Tell us what it is, and then tell us a little bit about how it formed up.
It had been an unknown thing in the US up until around 20 years ago. The concept of, you could call this person interim fractional contract project based. It actually started in Europe. And it's interesting because in Europe, mostly major corporations, someone discovered, they got assigned a project, they thought it was going to tank their career. And somebody discovered that if you could hire an outsider who was never going to stay, had no vested interest, well, if the project screwed up, who cared? And hence the interim executive was born. That's going back at least 40 years. So in Europe, it's a different kind of thing. But here in the US, my mentor, his name is Philip Monago, arguably the first interim CEO. He was the first CEO of Yahoo. And when he described what he did, he literally took the founders. They were on a trailer on Stanford's campus. Stanford didn't really like entrepreneurship that much at the time.